It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got some gin ramen to show you. It's made by Ottogi and it's spicy, which I'm really happy about. I like spicy stuff. Now, this is a more traditional way of cooking the ramen, something I'm a little bit more used to. Certainly cooking noodles in the UK. This is add the vegetable pack into 550 ml of water, add the noodles, boil them up, serve them. What I've found with the more kind of like upmarket noodles is that you drain the water, then you add the flavour, and it's more of a concentrated flavour. Let's get cooking. There they are. So it says to add the vegetables, which is this dehydrated vegetable mix, into the water. That makes sense. So cook that up. Add the noodles. Ah, they're not going to fit. So snap these up. They're a kind of a. This is what you would expect in the UK. This type of ramen. It's thinner, it's smaller, it's more delicate. There we go. And of course the crumbs. Get the crumbs in. Leave this now for 5 minutes or so, boil them up, and we'll be back in a moment. So I've added the spicy sauce powder. Looks like they're all cooked. So yeah, they're a much more kind of traditional looking. I don't want to get too much steam on the camcorder. A much more traditional looking noodle you would expect from something like Super Noodle in the UK. So getting them in a bowl. Whoa, there's loads. Burn my hand, made a right mess. Right, let's take them and review them. After that malfunction, complete malfunction, we've ended up with 2 bowls of ramen. You can probably see the first bowl was completely full, so we filled the second bowl. Here they are. So yeah, as I mentioned, I've mentioned it a few times now, a much more traditional looking soupy kind of noodle. Oh, the other thing I wanted to mention before I chuck into these boiling hot noodles is apparently I've been saying ramen wrong for a long time. It's ramen. I've been saying Rayman, as in Rayman the game. It's actually ramen. So there we go. I something to learn every day. Here we go. Whoa. Ooh, yeah, oh, they're spicy. Oh yeah, they're definitely spicy. But what I will say is because they're quite watery. Look, there's a lot of liquid spilling around in that bowl. They're not, unlike the samyang, they're unable for the sauce to really stick to the noodles. So it's easier to eat the actual substance of the meal. It's given off a lovely spice. It's really quite potent. But I think the most telling thing will be drinking the juice. That's going to be where it really is going to burn. So without further ado, let's try this sauce. Oh God. Yeah, it's hot. It's hot. It's nowhere near Samyang kind of nuclear fire face burning hot. I had 2 packs of the Samyang nuclear fire noodles, and I give them to my nephew. My nephew was 17 about a week ago, and I give him. We always have like a big New Year's Day party. We had a few beers at the pub. Went back to my brother-in-law's house, my sister's house. My nephew started drinking, so I thought, right, the party's properly up and running. Everyone's really tipsy. I'm going to cook up these nuclear fire noodles and just leave them on the table. So we ate at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the pub. Got back to the place, had a few beers, and it was about 9 o'clock in the night. So the food that we had in the pub was wearing off. People were getting a bit snacky. You know when you get a bit snacky at a party? So I cooked up these noodles and I just left them on the side with about 5 forks in. Told my sister, and she didn't want too much of a messy house. She's like wondering what I'm doing. I told her what I was doing, and she caught on. So of course it became fun and games then to tuck into these nuclear fire noodles everywhere. There was about 30 people diving into this, having one mouthful of this noodle and burning people's face off. They really were. Yeah, it's hot and spicy. I will give it that. And this is the second saucepanful. So all of the spice and stuff would have made its way to the bottom of the saucepan. So this will be the most potent bowl. So the reason why I'm talking about the Samyang noodles so much and not the Shin Ramen, which I should be talking about, is I bought the whole range, the whole Samyang range on Amazon, and it come with 1 pack of this Shin Ramen noodle. I really enjoyed the Samyang. Were just my favourite noodles of all time. They are. These are warm, but I picked up noodles in my local Morrison's, the Shin Ramen or ramen noodles that are just as hot as this. And it's because of the way that they've been cooked. If it was more of a concentrated spice, throw the water away, add the hot sauce, mix the noodles up with the hot sauce, then eat them, then these would be terrific. But what I didn't know, of course nobody wants to get ill, do they? What I didn't know was the powder that I added, it obviously had to be boiled up, it obviously had to be cooked to eat. Is that true? Am I wrong? Could I have just added the powder to the noodles and just stirred them up? Would that have worked? We'll never know now, will we? Loads of bits of veg in here. Let me find there's a bit of, yeah, what's that? I don't know what that is. Bit of cucumber or something maybe. Or is it meat? I don't think it doesn't taste like fish or meat or nothing like that. Thank goodness. Fish, I mean. I bought octopus noodles once and oh my goodness me. They were so fishy. Okay. Do you really want to see me eat the second bowl? This is the failed attempt. Well, not the failed attempt, where I burnt my fingers. Let's just try a mouthful just to show you that they're just the same. Yeah, they're exactly the same. I'll finish off that bowl in my own time. They're spicy. They are spicy. They're kind of, the more you eat them, it's like a build-up of spice. But nothing, as I say, nothing on the... There's no real... Oh, yeah, I've got a bit of a sweat on.
Yeah.
Pardon me. I've got a bit of a sweat on the top lip. Bit tacky. But my spice intake, the way I can take spice now, is much better than what it used to be after eating all of this spicy food. Yeah, they got a nice burn on now. They got a much nicer burn on than I was beginning to think. I was getting a bit disheartened by these noodles, but wow, yeah, a much better spice as you've eaten more of the noodles. It's like building up the Scoville level. Rating, they're a 7. They're a 7 out of 10. I think if going forward they could change the way they make their noodles a little bit more like how Samyang do it, then they would be terrific. Much, much better. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. If you like what you see, please subscribe. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.